Hey there, friend, and welcome back on the show. So, today we're going to talk about creating sufficiency. Often we have this drive for wanting more and to live better lives, and we think it's a great thing, and it is, until it creates worry and anxiety for us. Recently, in my mastermind, I had one of the doctors bring up a situation on the call where she was afraid about what can happen. And she shared with us what happened. She was afraid that her reputation may suffer, hers and her practices. And before we dive into coaching, another individual, another woman doctor in my mastermind, because it's only women in this group, it's a very safe group. She shared with her her own experience with a similar situation and how she handled it and what she did. And then she said, the mastermind member said, you create more of what you're afraid. So don't be afraid. And I thought that was so powerful that I wanted to share this with all of you guys on the podcast. And I want you to think about this concept that what we focus on is what's going to grow. What we are afraid the most, what we're thinking about the most, is what will show up in our life, what we'll have more of. So if you're constantly afraid that you're going to get into a car accident and you're constantly focusing on this actually happened to me. I was so afraid to get into a car accident that I ended up getting in a car accident. It literally was fantasizing like, oh my gosh, I hope nobody cuts me off. I hope this doesn't happen. And then somebody ended up rear-ending me. Like, what is happening right now? And the same thing happens in our practices with our patients and with our cases, right? What we're afraid the most is what's going to show up. Tony Robbins always says where the focus goes, the energy flows. And so I find it very helpful for me and everybody I have coached in almost 10 years now to create the state where we feel sufficiency, where we are happy with our lives, when we feel like we have enough money, enough success, enough health, enough love. And from that place, we go after our bigger dreams. For some people, they're like thinking, wait, what are you talking about? If I have enough, then I'm not going to want anything anymore. That is false, my friend. Promise you. This is how I have created 3 businesses, moved through countries, met my husband, and this is how my mastermind members are kicking butt right now. When you are creating the space of sufficiency inside of you, and I'll give you examples of how to do it, you are less afraid to take risks. You are less afraid to try to do things. You set goals and you don't procrastinate because you're already okay, right? Your perfectionism calms down a little bit. And so you stop distracting yourself with other activities and you go after what you actually really want. You're lowering the stakes a little bit. And by doing this, you're not losing your motivation. Your motivation ignites within safety of doing it. So how do you create this sufficiency? How do you create the state when you are happy with your life and you want more? And you go towards these goals feeling amazing about what you have, strong and safe. Coco Chanel said, the best things are free. The second best things are very expensive. Isn't that true? Now, I want you to think about the best things that are free, right? The hug, the sunshine, the sleep, the walk in nature, the freedom. We value freedom. I want you to think about it. Would you be willing to go to jail for $10 million? If I give you $10 million, you don't have to work, you don't have to grow your practice or buy a practice or work hard. I'll give you $10 million, but you have to spend 10 years in jail. Would you do it? Most of us would say no. We value our freedom. It's free, my friend. You probably don't even realize that you have it. Now, what about, would you give me your leg if I gave you $10 million? How about your arm? Can I chop your arm for $10 million? Most of us would say no. This is no deal, right? We value our bodies. We value our ability to walk and speak and see our loved ones and hug and read and smell things. I want you to focus on these things. I want you to remember these things. This is what will create that sufficiency for you. If you live in the United States listening to this podcast, that means that you have a device to listen to this podcast. This is amazing news. You also have access to the World Wide Web. A lot of countries have internet banned, but you have access to it. This is amazing. My husband told me this statistic the other day. He said, do you know what's the average annual income in the world? Did you guys know it? We're in such a pursuit of millions of dollars, but on the scale of the world, do you know what's an average? I think it's not even an average. I think it was like a top 1%. There you go. What's the top 1% annual income of an individual in the world? It is $38,000 a year. That's right. Plenty of people are making $1 a day. $38,000 a year is the top 1% earner in the world. What does that make you? An uber successful person, an uber wealthy person. I want you to remember this next time you are worried about a start, or you go for another promotion, or you are thinking about starting a satellite office, or you're worried about your marketing. You are already enough. You are already sufficient. So from this place, I want you to set goals. Do not be afraid. Even if your patient is trying to sue you, or if your associate is leaving you, or your partner is trying to buy you out, whatever it is happening, your staff is sick, you're not sure if you should take this job or buy this practice right now, if you will have another opportunity, you will create more of what you are afraid. Find a way to be in this sufficiency. Come join us in the mastermind. We open in July. I will help you manage your mind so you can be in this place of safety and enoughness. Enough with your time. Enough as a mom. And be a good wife. You are one already. You just need a little bit of a reminder of that. Here to creating sufficiency. Okay, my friend, I'll see you next week.